Live from the Bassroom Studio 2.0 in Seattle, Washington, this is the Podworms Spacecast. The Podworms are 7 lifelong friends who, much like opening 11 pounds of vacuum-sealed ham, will be unsafe to digest in 3 to 5 days. Welcome to the Spacecast.
Wow.
Well, welcome to episode 59. Real great episode coming up. Let me introduce who we've got in the room. We've got our V-neck aficionado, Chase Golka.
Hello there.
We've got our podcast promoter, Peter Fries.
Yeah, love the pod.
We got looks a thing like Jesus, Phil Williams.
Correct. That is he.
That is he. We've got happy to be here, Jim Charters.
Happy to be here.
I just want to wish everybody howdy. How y'all doing today?
There he is. He's still so cute. We got fan of the pod, Kevin McCoy.
Hey, so excited to meet you guys. So excited to hang out. So excited to talk.
And this voice that you are listening to right now is, of course, your pod stepdad, Mike McCoy. Today we are missing one podworm, our low-hanging fruit, our dandy Andy.
Low-hanging fruit Andy.
Andrew LeClaire is not here, and that's fairly unfortunate. But we're still gonna hang tough. We're gonna have a really, really great episode, you guys. I'm really looking forward to this.
Just so you
one.
know, I'm still not going to call you dad, though.
That's okay. You just
not
call me my
you're
first
not my
name.
real dad.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm going to call you Steve.
Michael.
Michael.
Steve's not even my name. Well, we got a good episode. There's some stuff that we're going to talk about, and there's also some pod
It sounds like
mail.
you're setting us up for a very serious conversation.
Yeah.
Some stuff we've got to talk about.
There's some stuff we got to get into, you
Mike,
guys.
before we recorded this, he sent us all a text that said, we need to talk.
We need to talk on the pod.
Those are the worst texts, especially when it's a group of 7 guys.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
really
you're just
weird.
you know what's coming. You know by the end of this episode we're going to break up.
Yeah.
And by the way, I saw seen by all of you guys, and no one responded. Thanks a lot.
It's just,
Hey, we just wanted to wait till right now to know what you're talking about.
yeah.
I turned off my read receipts,
Smart. It's an incredibly stressful text to receive, Mike.
but I did read it.
I started
I'm telling
Just so
you
you
to your
know.
face now.
I started sharing my location with him, but didn't respond.
yeah.
Good. Well, we have obviously we have some things to talk about, and we have some pod mail, and we're gonna wrap up this episode with a round of 10-minute movie.
Yes.
Fan favorite.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's literally my favorite.
It's my favorite.
And I'm the fan.
So before we get into anything, I need to address the elephant in the room.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
I think
it's
we
a
were
little
all
bit
thinking
rude.
that.
Hey, we need to talk.
The elephant being my back that hurts a lot.
Oh, yeah.
I brought.
Thank God you brought that up. I was going to say something. I was going to say something about your discomfort, suggest icy hot or something, but
He's
now I
sitting
don't have to.
on a pad that is plugged into the wall right now.
On top of a cushion.
on top of a cushion, yeah.
I am on top of an old person cushion that has a cutout for my tailbone, and it is on the pillow. It says spelled out peach halves. That is what it's called.
No, that's not what it's called.
Yeah. Well, it's
Oh
right.
my God.
I can confirm.
Yeah.
Yep. I'd show you, but
That's
it's under
horrifying,
my peach halves
actually.
right now.
Just sit your peach halves down and relax.
That's right.
I think we got a new nickname for you, Mike.
Peach halves.
We got
I'm surprised that the
we
logo
call
for this
Big
company,
Daddy Peach Halves.
Yes. Yes.
the logo for this company should just be the peach emoji.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
But
nice.
that emoji anywhere near an old person device is just kind of disturbing.
Like a booty.
Yes, Chase.
It's an old person device.
Oh yeah, he said so himself.
It absolutely is. It was like I literally picked this up right next to the crutches and the
Walkers.
and the walkers.
I like to
Do you
think
think
that
crutches are an old
And
person
the,
device?
and you put
The walkers,
the shower chair.
Give me a break. They're next to the literal old people stuff. Crutches are involved, but it's
Mike heard about this after watching. He was in his 5th rerun of a Matlock episode.
Yeah.
She wrote you asshole.
He was watching. Yeah, he was watching late night TV. He was up at like 1 o'clock.
Oh, I need to get one of those.
Yeah, I call it Mike at night.
Oh my god.
That's just when you sit at home watching TV. I mean, I guess whatever helps you sleep at night makes you feel better. It's an event. I can't miss Mike at night.
We can't miss Mike at night.
So what tragedy befell you that you require such a extreme medical device?
Yeah.
What tragedy befell you to require such an extreme medical device?
Now, young man, I say, what happened to your peach cheeks?
I forgot to tell you guys, I took a vacation to 1790 before.
Oh,
Pretty awesome.
I hope it went great.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense then. That makes sense. Okay.
That's wonderful.
So, young man, what happened to your peach halves?
Yeah, tell us about your peach house.
About your
Tell us
peach
how you
halves.
got befouled. The befoulment is actually a mystery to me.
Oh, were you not awake for it?
I was not awake.
Did you accept any drinks from strangers?
mystery? I don't remember how I got. I don't know what I did to like really like fuck my back over, but it's recent. Like I did something like 5 years ago that like I fell on the ice, and then I've kind of had residual pain, and it just came up this past couple of weeks. The reason I'm bringing this up is not to get your pity, but I appreciate it.
You don't have it.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah. Yeah.
Read the room.
Yeah.
No, but the reason I bring it up is because like the past couple of days I've been trying to stick to sweats and just comfortable clothing. You know,
Yeah, you look sweaty.
Yeah, no,
sitting straight up or lying straight down because anywhere between just hurts.
yeah, no tight pants for this guy.
Yeah, you haven't been getting any work done, have you?
I have not. Actually, I was literally telling Kevin on the way here that I haven't been doing shit.
Oh, no.
It's because I'm not wearing tight pants. But I was like, okay, so I had to run some errands, and I'm wearing like sweats and then a t-shirt, and then I was like, it's pretty cold though. I should put on a jacket. And then I was realizing, why is it if you're wearing sweats and kind of look drabby and you put on like a nice-ish jacket, you actually look worse than you would if you were just wearing a sweatshirt?
Yeah. I think it's because people are like, oh, what's this guy trying to hide? He's wearing, we can see the sweatpants.
It's because they look at your upper half and they go, oh, that's a nice jacket. And then they look down
They're like, ugh, wait a second.
and they go, something's wrong. Something's off
At
here.
first, I was interested.
And now I'm like, I'm not so sure.
It's curious that it works only one way, because if you're wearing like jeans and a scrubby sweatshirt, people are like, oh, it's just a harder working guy.
Normal.
He's got a lot to do. He's got a busy day ahead of him.
Yeah.
Luckily for you, at the grocery store, they can only see the top half. So you could go in with a blazer and your sweats, and the cashier would be none the wiser.
Oh, the cashier can only see my upper
That's
half. I
right.
thought you meant like as I float around the store without legs. No one can see your legs at the grocery store, didn't you
I'm
know?
gonna quibble with that. I think the cashier sees Mike walking up to them in his shitty sweats, in his weirdly nice jacket, and they're like, I don't want to accept this man's money.
Hey, this begs the question. Do you guys think that like the end of the Shawshank Redemption is valid? The fact that he walks out with no shoes on, or with the different shoes on?
Can you give me a slight recap of the ending of Shawshank Redemption?
Do not remember shoes.
I don't have that one right
at the end of the Shawshank Redemption, he's not wearing prison shoes. He's wearing nice dress shoes, because remember, he takes off his prison outfit after he crawls out of the sewer. He rips all the clothes off, and he's got another set of clothes that he took from the prison that he came in. That's the end of the movie.
So he
gets out?
He had his own shoes.
The movie's so long, I've never finished
he has a
it.
pair of dress shoes that he wears when he walks out of the prison at the very end.
But wouldn't those just be his shoes?
They are. But the thing is that nobody notices that he's wearing those and his prison outfit. And so they don't think he's going to escape.
Okay. So
That's the
he's
end of the
walking
movie.
around the prison in a prison outfit, but with dress shoes
Yeah,
on.
and nobody notices. Do you think that that's like actually real? Like, because the whole thing is like Morgan Freeman says that at the end of the movie that nobody notices a man's shoes.
Oh, right.
And I don't think that's real.
How
the
did you
whole
go back
thing,
and
though.
really scrutinize this film, and depending on which type of shoes, perhaps?
Yeah.
Why didn't he just take the shoes with him? Was the poop tunnel that small that he couldn't like?
I don't know.
Or like
do you think it was that much of an inconvenience?
He should have put them on his hands.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah,
That's pretty smart. Or, just don't wear them at all. Like, you're spending all this time, you have this huge plan to get out of prison, and you're going to almost ruin it by wearing nice shoes. That's you're going to do it, just nice shoes. So you're saying
it's just like a movie situation then?
Honestly, that's where the movie lost me. That's why I didn't finish it.
Yeah, stop it right there.
Started right there. The nice shoes in the prison. Oh, like no one's gonna notice.
You think no one notices your shoes? I do.
You're like wiping away tears from your eye. You're like, this movie's so unrealistic.
That begs the question: what's if they ever make a sequel to that, which of course they're going to? What's it going to be
Oh,
called?
definitely.
Shawshank Redemption
Shawshank
Reloaded.
Reloaded, yeah. Resurrected.
Shawshanked.
Shawshank Requiem.
Shawshank, yeah. Or would it be Shawshank
I think
Redemption?
it'll just be
Requiem?
Shank, a Shawshank story.
It'd be Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemptions.
Redemptions.
Yeah.
Like Alien and Aliens.
Shawshank Redemptions.
Oh man!
Anyway,
Because the story follows multiple prisoners, not just
Yeah, they
one.
go back to help
Multiple
other
It's going to be a Martin Scorsese style cut where they start at the end, then work their way back to the middle, then show the
right.
beginning.
Yeah.
And at the end, everybody dies.
very ensemble cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that we got that
I'll
covered.
watch it.
Yeah.
I watched that too.
I'm in.
Yeah, so, Mike, what was the Shawshank Redemption about? What was the story about leading to?
Yeah. So
It surely was a story about heating up your butt.
I forgot it was a butt donut
That's
story.
really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today was Shawshank Redemption. So thank you, Jim, for catching the.
You're welcome.
That
was a good reference.
yeah, you really handed it right to him.
Yeah. So on the way here, we were having a conversation, and Kevin and Peter were talking about something with Trump and and like fast food or something.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
Oh yeah. The
May,
big news.
may I give a recap and then we can
please.
get into this?
Yes, please.
So, the government is shut down currently, and that means that the White House staff has been furloughed, and the White House staff cook the food for any like state visits or events. And traditionally, the president, no matter what president's been, has seen any like national championship sports winning team. And so the Clemson Tigers just won the NCAA football title. They've been invited to the White House. There's like 150 people on the team, players, coaches included. And the problem is, because of the shutdown, no one is there to cook food. And so the president decided that, and here's his exact quote. This is the quote. We're going to have McDonald's. We're going to have Wendy's. We're going to have Burger King's. And he,
Oh God! Fuck this guy, right?
And then he
Kings.
he threw in
Trump is the worst.
I don't care what your politics are. Anyone who calls it Burger King
Kings.
is the worst.
Fuck that guy.
Everyone knows there's one.
Trump has said a lot of things, but this I cannot
so
allow.
mad.
So,
So
he tells the news media they're gonna have that, and then we're gonna have a couple pizzas and a table of fries.
Couple pizzas.
So they feed the Clemson football team cold fast food.
Yeah.
from silver platters, and there's pictures of these guys lighting candelabras. When below it is a fish fillet.
Right. It's like the fanciest looking dinner, but with just like
So-
wrapped burgers
Honestly,
sitting on top
old
of like
fast
literally
food.
like
Oh my God.
the stainless steel platters with like ornate
silver-
designs around the edges.
Silver in a fancy fucking room.
The first thing I thought of was like, oh man, all that fast food's gonna be really cold. Like, there's
Real
no
cold.
way.
That
you
was
can heat it up.
Definitely my first thought.
The first thing I
Real
thought of it, I was
cold.
like, wow, oh God, I should probably eat less fast food.
Who wants a cold burger?
Yeah.
Imagine the cold McDonald's fries that those guys are going to be choking down with like flat Coke.
It's like you can't even be excited about it because it's like,
No.
I do love a McChicken, but it's not even a good McChicken that
No.
I'm having with the fucking president.
Yeah.
I guess
right now.
they did have pizza though too. That's what I would go
Oh,
for.
then that's
That pizza went so fast.
Well, yeah, with 150 guys, there's
You
no
better
way.
believe like the fattest offensive lineman ran over to that pizza and just grabbed,
like, I'll
grabbed
take the whole
pile.
thing,
I read something also that their favorite fast food was Chick-fil-A, and he didn't even have any of that.
Yeah, he could have gotten Chick-fil-A to like
Didn't he
cater
pay,
the.
didn't he pay for it all out of pocket?
Yeah, but think
Yeah,
about how
he did
much.
pay for it out of
think about
pocket.
how much like
He's got my vote in 2020.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Getting off that dollar menu.
Yeah.
Dude,
Smart man.
shit, if he buys me McDonald's, I'll vote for him.
Yeah, smart man. See, he's a businessman saving money on the Clemson dinner.
Yeah.
A billion,
he's so
bunch of
smart.
fast
a
food.
billionaire.
Economical.
bought like $1,000 worth of fast food.
Not even.
Not even
Not even
$1,000.
$1,000.
You look closely; it's all dollar menu.
You bet how much? Well, you bet he was in there with a coupon. Like, yeah. So these are like buy one get
He
one.
has the
So-
McDonald's app.
He's been clipping those.
I hope that he
McDonald's
made
has
He
an app.
definitely has a
Yeah.
McDonald's app.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sweet
Yeah,
summer
yeah,
chop.
Lots of deals.
What? Everyone knows about the McDonald's. What is the McDonald's app?
It's full of deals, dude.
You download it on your phone, and it allows you.
do you?
We know what an app is, but
I understand what an app is for sure.
if you have been paying full price for McDonald's since the app came out, you have probably wasted so much money. It is insane.
like 30 cents.
No,
Phil
no.
knows all about the app.
The app, it will have deals like this. Any sandwich on the menu, $1.
Whoa.
What?
That's
Yeah.
huge.
That's great. Free
Oh,
large fries.
Free large
Any
fries.
purchase.
Just come in on Friday. We'll give you free
Every
fries.
day?
It changes every day.
Yeah.
It's a magical mystery box.
Also,
I feel
Wendy's
like a
has
loser.
that.
So good.
Can you do it for drive-through?
Oh, yes.
Oh,
Order
yeah.
ahead. They'll bring it out to your car.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, the McDonald's app. I get like a little hot talking about it. I love McDonald's.
I don't think I've actually eaten at McDonald's in like 3 years, but
Well, that's
Give
your
it a
fault.
go.
It's your loss.
Jokes
Give it
on
a
you.
go.
yeah, I'm
Your
going to
loss.
download that app and hit that on the way home.
Really, you should eat at Wendy's though instead of McDonald's.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's not that hard to skip fast food. Although
Yeah, exactly.
I would have a tough time giving up. Well, I mean, I don't actually consider Chipotle in the same category as
Fast
food.
casual.
Fast casual.
It's like
Fast
Subway.
casual. Yeah.
And Qdoba.
But like, I would have trouble. What I truly consider fast food would be that I would have a hard time getting rid of is Taco Bell. Like, I need Taco Bell.
old
Yeah,
Also, also has a great app.
He didn't even offer him Taco Bell.
Yeah, Trump
them
literally
all.
Trump literally did not get them Taco Bell.
He didn't get college kids Taco Bell.
I hope that he like made a speech before they all ate, saying that he bought it all out of his pocket, like as if he's some hero.
Oh, I wish.
Because it's just like you literally got the cheapest shit that you could get.
He had
it's
a
cold.
press conference
Yeah.
in the dining room while
Yeah.
they're waiting to get in.
talking
about
He looks
buying all
so
the food.
smug too. He looks like he's Santa Claus.
He was wearing his. He's in the White House, and he's wearing his gigantic overcoat.
Giant suit.
Wait, Phil, he looked like Santa Claus?
like rosy cheeks, big smile on his face. Like he was bringing the
White
toys.
beard.
You're making me like the guy. You look like Santa.
Well, he did say something about how he wanted
Changes
to
everything.
serve him great American food, and that's and that's what
and that it is. That's exactly what it is.
Hey, listener, how are you? How much are you loving this like month-old news?
yeah, I guess this isn't going to come out.
It is
still
funny
ridiculous,
to
though.
me. It's just
But honestly, though, if I was in Trump's position, well, I'm thinking about this. When I become a dad,
Yeah.
my kids are going to eat so much cold fast food. Like,
Yeah.
I understand his position.
dude. When we were, do you remember going to
Peter's opinions do not reflect the opinions of the pod.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Kevin?
I went to the Philippines one time and we were like,
Did you have Jollibee?
I did, yeah.
Fucking
Wait, what is that?
It
Quick
is-
side note.
Chicken.
They do like it's disgusting. It is disgusting Filipino fast food.
Jollibee?
Yeah. It's
Oh yeah,
they do like you can go down to South Center and get it, but they do like Filipino traditionally they have like sweet spaghetti. So there's like banana in the spaghetti.
Yeah, I've had it.
And they like they do the spaghetti with like hamburgers and like weird chicken stuff. It is. But their commercials are really good.
Yeah.
Spaghetti with ketchup?
What happened though is like this was a long time ago, back when I was religious on a missions trip, and we're like picking up food for the day because we're gonna like go out to this remote village, and we're like we need to buy something so that we have something to eat at lunch, and that we don't have to go find lunch at that point because we won't be anywhere near food places.
Right.
And then the guy who's like the Filipino head like church leader just was like, let's buy a shit ton of fast food.
Yeah.
And then like we ate it like 3 hours later.
Oh god.
It was like, oh, this is rough.
yeah. I remember that. I was there.
Yeah.
It was a
Gross.
weird time.
Yeah. You know, the things you learn. Just different. More you know.
the things you learn. So that's some good fast food talk to get this podcast going.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama. We also got some pod mail. I was gonna that's a good segue into the pod mail section.
Totally.
Great.
Thank you. This pod mail comes from our very own low hanging fruit, Dandy Andy himself.
He sent us
Really?
palm-
Do we have to read
He
it?
always says his palm meal when he's not here, doesn't he?
Yeah, he literally just can't stay away.
Yeah.
He's controlling.
He's like sending us memos
Very
essentially.
controlling.
So should
we
we
let him
comment
unread?
on this letter or not?
no, we shouldn't comment on
not
it.
at
Yeah,
all.
let's just not read it.
We should
Okay.
not respond.
No,
Let's
What
not
if we
read it.
legitimately.
Well, I'm gonna read it because I feel like we got pod mail and we have one rule.
right.
If we get pod mail, we got to read it.
Yeah.
Man, we should have never signed that
we
contract.
don't have to respond to it.
Yeah,
We don't have to respond
No.
to it. I can read this, and then we don't have to comment it on it at all.
Perfect.
Great.
All right?
Awesome.
Because this podcast has free will.
We have free will. We don't have
free will.
Have free will.
Thanks, Rod, the pod god.
Did you know, like, back when I was in high school, I actually paid for will?
Oh my god.
All right.
Okay.
What's even worse is like the split second that it took me to be like,
Where's
wait,
the slide whistle?
Oh, yeah. Where is the slide whistle?
it's right over there. Here,
Does someone want to be slide
I'll
whistle
get it.
today?
I'll get it.
We're going to need that. Chase, you're on slide whistle duty.
Have you been practicing?
There it is.
Solid.
He's got it.
All right, so this comes from our very own low-hanging fruit, and we are not going to comment on it because, again, we have free will.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey,
I am going to comment on it. Sorry. You just told me I couldn't do it.
Phil, we already decided as a team.
Okay, sorry.
You have no choice. You have to do this. You have free will.
hey, Podworms, you know how I worry about you guys when I'm not around.
Ugh, here we go.
Yeah, I know you're adults and you can handle yourselves now, but I just can't help but want to take care of you. I trust that this episode is already bursting at the seams, all caps, with content. But I wanted to send over something I found while using the Google today. I created some anagrams with each of the Podworms' names, and somehow I think they all managed to capture the spirit of each worm pretty accurately. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Keep squirming. And then he has a list of our names. Phil Williams.
It's impossible. My name has 4 I's in it. It has 4 L's in it as well. Name another word that has that.
It has 3 I's and 3 L's, but that's fine.
Yeah, I was going to say, how do you have 4 eyes?
Philip Williams?
What?
And Philip Williams?
There's 2 and 4
Oh,
eyes.
Philip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Come on.
He said, you're right. You're right.
All right, Philip
So
Williams.
disrespected.
Oh, you're not going to be disrespected after you hear this anagram.
Wait, did he really
Of
do
your
it
name.
for Philip Williams? The whole.
Philip Williams.
Wow.
The anagram is Hail Ill Wimps.
Okay.
Wait, what? That's not even a P.
Wimps?
Wimps?
That's a P.
Hail.
WHIMPS.
Do we need to get all the letters out?
I'm going to trust that it's correct, but I do like it, and I do think that wink
Hail
people
Ill
are...
Wimps. I'm seeing all the letters there.
Wait, hail, ill, what?
Ill wimps. Hail, ill.
Where's the P?
Yeah, where's the second P?
P is in wimp. Wimps.
Where's no?
This is not.
Stop. It's Phil Williams.
Oh, anagrams. Holy fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
Okay, okay.
Kevin, I'd like to know what you thought we were...
You know, like,
What do you think we were doing?
what's the word for, like, you know, when dare is like, drug.
Acronym.
Acronym. Oh my god! I was thinking acronyms. And I was like so goddamn confused.
I was like, we're gonna go through these just to argue them. It's kind of what I was getting the vibe. It's like Phil Williams, Hail Ill Wimps. But where's the P?
this guy over here thinks we're doing acronyms.
So for those listening, an anagram is when you take all the letters of a word and then spell them into a different either word or set of words.
Yeah.
Great.
So James Charters, her sarcasm jet.
Yeah. That's
I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Sarcasm.
Don't
jet.
comment,
Then
please.
she pointed at us with her sarcasm jet.
I'd like to see her normal jet.
Yeah, really.
Ooh. Andrew LeClaire, cranial
Oh,
welder.
he did one for himself, did he?
Cranial
doing it for
welder.
himself.
Cranial welder.
I bet he gave himself the coolest one.
Oh,
Because he put it into a generator.
really thinks he's some sort of brain surgeon, does he?
Oh, Chase, you're gonna like yours.
Great.
Chase Golka, cake galosh.
I was interested. I knew right off the bat, mine's gonna sound silly because Golka is a pretty silly sounding thing.
I actually think I like mine the best.
Oh, cool.
Or
Mike.
Kevin's, but mine's pretty good. Mike McCoy, cocky mime.
This mime's
pretty
so
good.
full of himself.
That's good.
Pretty good.
Exactly
That mime
what I am.
Cocky mime.
That mime has no inhibitions.
Not only am I a mime, I'm pretty fucking good at it.
That mime is unzipping his pants in front of every single person.
I want to know how a cocky mime displays mime's cockiness.
Yeah,
Because
really.
you can't say anything. Like what moves does the mime have in his repertoire?
He's just humping everything.
Yeah.
Peter Freeze, reefer spit.
Aye.
That's my college name, man.
I could honestly see you getting a tattoo of that, showing your children in 30 years, being like, I was a different man when I was Reaper Spit.
That's my biker name.
What is that physically? Is that like bong water?
Reefer spit.
It's probably bong
Yeah.
water. Because I mean, it makes your mouth super dry,
Like
so you
when
wouldn't have
you
any spit anyways.
Take
right?
too fat of a rip, and then some of the water goes in your mouth,
No,
and then you gotta spit it out.
Yikes.
You keep cracking wise, we'll set reefer spit on you.
Yeah.
Hey, reefer spit.
Yes, sir.
Get over here. Get over here. Kevin McCoy, my cock vein.
Cock vein?
Cock vein. My cock vein.
My cock vein?
That's great.
Kevin McCoy, my cock vein.
Kevin is the beating cock vein of this show.
My cock vein. It kind of sounds like a toy.
My little cock vein.
Chase, do you have to ruin every single children's memory?
He does. It's his job on the pod.
That's what Kevin sees to himself when he's in the shower. Okay.
we just at the same time.
My little cock vein. And as a bonus, Podworms Spacecast composts space word.
Compost space word?
You can't do that. There's got to be a better one that doesn't have space in it.
Yeah.
He probably didn't hit
Well,
the
you just have to
button.
trust that Andrew did his very best. So there's got to be something better.
There's got to be something.
Oh,
better.
that's a low hanging fruit.
All right. Well, okay. That's good. So everybody just don't talk about what he wrote in, right? 'Cause
At
we have
all.
freedom.
I don't want any reactions to
No,
it.
zero
All
reaction.
right, well, let's
Good.
move on.
I'm glad we all
Yeah.
stayed strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, no need to talk
No need
about
to
it.
talk about any of that.
So there's been a lot of windstorms recently around the Northwest, the PNW.
Sure has.
A lot of wind, a lot of power outages.
Yep.
It's been a wild time.
What time to be alive, right, guys?
What a time to be alive.
I mean, like, if we could live in the Northwest in any century,
Oh, definitely now.
definitely not.
2019. I'm ready for time travelers to show up. Honestly.
for the windstorms alone.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful windstorm.
So there was one night where Julie and I were hanging out at the place, and she like saw that there was like a windstorm warning, and she was like, oh my gosh, the power's probably gonna go out. Like, Mike, you got to go in the garage and get all of our like lanterns and like battery powered lights and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I was just like, yeah, I'll get that like in a sec. Like, yeah, I'll be there. And she's like, no, like, could you really just like go get it now? Like, I'm just kind of like, I just want to make sure that we're prepared. Like, we're, Gus, and like, we got to make sure we can see. It's already night. It's already dark. I was like, no, I don't. I'll get it. I'll get it in a second. Like, I was kind of like getting like, I'm fucking I just sat down or whatever, or watching something.
My tailbone hurts.
Yeah, my tailbone. I have to sit on my peach abs.
Get your little peach halves up into the garage. Go get the flashlight.
Yeah. So like begrudgingly, I was like, fine, I'll go. And I like went in the garage, grabbed the stuff, have like a lantern and like a bunch of battery powered lights like in my hand. And I walk into the place, and I like, just as I walk in holding all this stuff, the power goes out. And
Bet you're glad you had that stuff in your hands.
Yeah, it was like the most frustrating thing because she was like exactly right. Like if I had waited any longer, I would have had to go out there in pitch darkness and find everything. And I was a little frustrated by that, but it was also the best. But the thing that's funny, whenever the power turns off, so we have a like a Roomba, but it's the off-brand cheap version called the Eufy.
Yes, the same thing happened to me.
Every time,
Oh no, yeah, totally.
It's called the Eufy.
it's called the Eufy.
That's like a roofie that you do yourself.
The same. Okay,
It's a Eufy for
what
you.
he's about to describe.
No, but it's like
the
so.
same thing happened.
Yeah,
to me.
so Jim gets this because he also can afford a Eufy.
That's right.
Wow.
Oh,
Bet you guys have AirPods too, huh?
He can afford the
No, I got those
off-brand
Chinese
Roomba.
ones.
Oh, good.
But every time the power goes out, for some reason, Eufy's like, gotta clean. And it's like sitting there, power goes out, and all of a sudden Eufy's like moving around and cleaning up the entire place in the darkness with the last bit of battery power that it has.
Interesting.
It's like Wally.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's like end of civilization. Better clean shit up.
That's funny.
Gotta take care of this.
Wait, why though?
I
don't know.
Is it programmed to like turn on when you're not at home and you turn your lights off or
I
something?
think it just turns on when the charger becomes quote unquote unplugged.
Oh,
Because the power is off to the charger that's sitting on,
That makes
and it just
sense.
starts wandering around.
Yep.
Because the same thing happened to me, probably on the same windstorm, except I wasn't. I was at work all day, and that's when the windstorm it happened, and I got home, and my fence was blown clear over.
Up and Everett.
That's right. My fence was blown clear over. I had to fix it the next day.
Damn, that's crazy.
And also the Roomba had started an adventure in the downstairs, and then Nori turned it off by biting it or something.
Dog.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, she did a great job.
It's happened when I haven't been like right there to see it, just like
Yeah.
immediately like turn on and start cleaning it. Like if you're upstairs, the power goes out, and then you just hear, because ours again is the off brand, so it still runs into shit. It makes a lot of noise. So all of a sudden we're like hearing like banging and clanging downstairs, and we're like, the power's out, and someone's downstairs, and this is super scary. Yeah, it's just weird. Anyway, I just thought it was just an interesting like. I don't know why it just turns on.
I don't know. It's really stupid.
I get alerts from my sous vide when the power goes out.
Alert. Wait, what do you mean alert?
I
Do you have a sous vide
literally
app?
get an alert on my phone no matter where I'm at, and it says Herbert lost power. Herbert's what I call my
Did you
sous
name
vide.
it?
Okay, hold on a second.
So this
Kevin
thing
has a
texts you?
sous vide app, but he doesn't have the McDonald's app.
Well, you missed
Yeah.
it.
Well, I have not eaten McDonald's.
I don't know if that's a put down. Kevin's like, yeah.
Kevin's so fucking classy.
He has a sous vide app, and he's not slumming it with us in the McDonald's app.
He doesn't know what fast food is.
Your sous vide, so your sous vide texts you things like
So I can
when it's
turn
done.
on. I can start heating water right now if I wanted to.
Do it.
I would, but it's actually already cooking steak right now. So when I get home,
it off.
I could also do that.
But you won't, though.
You're right. I will not.
Oh, it's good. It's good. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to play 10-minute movie.
Hey, Slackers, I'm Matt.
And I'm Jesse.
We host American Slacker, the show that keeps you updated on all of the weirdest news around the globe, along with what's going on in the world of Xbox, music and movie suggestions, and fun interactive games.
Every other week, we bring on interesting guests from all walks of life, from filmmakers to musicians, funeral directors to small business owners, and even Jeff Goldblum.
What? No, we never got Goldblum, man.
Oh, a man can dream, can't he?
American Slacker Podcast. New episodes every Wednesday.
Available on Spotify, iTunes, and all of your smart devices, or anywhere else, you might happen to cop a podcast.
They're downloading MP3s, not buying an eighth. I'm shutting this shit down. That's it.
There you go.
All right, and welcome back to the Podworms Spacecast. Like we said just before we left, we're going to get right into the 10-minute movie game. Yes. I'm going to start off by giving us a genre, an actor, and an actress, and then we're going to have several random generated titles, and we're all going to go around and pitch ideas that come to us.
Awesome.
Okay.
Everybody ready?
Love this game.
Our genre is horror fantasy.
Ooh.
Wait, What can you give me an example of one film?
Horror
Pan's Labyrinth.
fantasy, maybe. Yeah, there you go. Pan's Labyrinth.
Okay, perfect. Thank
maybe
you.
like
Here's one.
maybe Stranger Things.
Yeah, maybe.
Stranger Things would be
We
horror
could just say
fantasy.
horror
Or sci-fi, really.
If it's horror or fantasy or horror fantasy, either one's fine.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
That kind of broadens our
like if I wanted to just do a straight fantasy with no horror.
like a very safe, non-scary at all fantasy.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Like
exists.
a fantasy with no dragons.
Good. Just unicorns.
Just unicorns. for no one.
Okay, and for our actress, we are getting Angelina Jolie.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And for our actor, we are getting
Brad Pitt.
gonna say-
Brad Pitt.
Angelina fills me both with horror.
Is it
and
Brad
fantasy.
Pitt? Is it
Brad
Mr.
Pitt?
and Mrs. Smith 2?
Brad Pitt.
Journey to
Brendan Fraser.
Mordor.
Brendan
Journey to
Fraser.
Mordor?
Journey to Mordor.
Okay, who is it?
it's Denzel Washington.
Okay, all right,
classic.
good enough.
Denzel in a horror fantasy, eh?
Denzel, Angelina Jolie in a horror fantasy. And I'm going to give you guys some titles.
Yep.
Okay.
Right.
Title number 1, Blue Servant.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Title number 2, The Silvery Girlfriend.
That's
a horror fantasy.
Pretty fantasy,
Horror
for
fantasy.
sure.
She's all silvery.
It's horrifying.
It's always with the glitter on this girl.
That's a great Denzel impression you just did.
Yeah, that's good.
Title number 3, Scent of Wife.
That's the follow up to Son of a Woman.
It's a sequel.
It's like Son of Man, but
Title 4, The Slave's Window.
Oh God.
okay.
Oh boy.
all right.
Yikes.
Yeah, I don't know.
Title 5, moving right along. The Door
It's just
of
where Denzel keeps Angelina.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
She can look out the window every now and then.
Okay.
It's like Rear Window,
Oh,
but just from Angelina Jolie's perspective, looking out her slave window.
I've already got one for that. Okay.
Great.
I've already got one for that one.
Okay. Title 5, The Door of the Bridges.
Oh yes, that's
yeah.
a fantasy.
That sounds like a
That sounds like a
fantasy.
thick fantasy novel.
Yeah, really.
1,000 pages at least.
It's one of the 7 books.
it's I was gonna say it's the 5th book in the Time Spindle series.
And title number 6, Star in the Ashes.
Star in the Ash.
Oh wow, that's also a fantasy.
I guess.
Star in the Ashes is actually the sequel to The Bridge of Doors or whatever.
So are some ideas churning. Do we have any pitches out
Oh,
there?
sure. I've got a pitch.
Go for it. Oh, you want me? This is just a quick one. Scent of Wife.
I'm glad this is the one
goes
you
back.
chose.
Scent of Wife. It opens with Denzel Washington as like a Cro-Magnon man hunting, gathering,
Yes.
and his beautiful wife murdered, destroyed by wildebeest or sabertooth, whatever it is. She's
Magical
gone.
Sabretooth.
And he's heartbroken.
And his wife was Jolie.
no. Oh, it's not Jolie.
Okay.
Not expecting that.
Not Jolie. Well, technically she is.
That's
But-
one of the
You'll see.
twists of this movie is that Angelina Jolie is not Denzel's wife in the beginning.
Get
But
this.
it's called Scent of Wife.
Scent of Wife.
Yeah.
So his wife, who looks a thing like Angelina Jolie,
Oh, okay.
is not her.
So it's like what lies beneath.
Ooh.
Anyways, smash cut. Egypt, 19 whatever Tomb Raider is based.
Yep.
She finds something.
I'm there.
Time travel.
Yeah.
Back to Cro-Magnon times.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Denzel Washington picks up the scent of his dead wife.
Whoa.
He's got the big nose.
He's got the big
He
nose.
smells his wife, and she's trapped in the olden times trying to fight off dinosaurs and shit. And so they're trying to get to each other.
Yeah.
And then once they do, he realizes, not my wife, murders her, and then goes back to his cave.
Interesting twist.
I haven't worked out the end yet, but that's what I got.
Scent of Wife.
Great.
It would have to be like a foreign director that did that like just didn't get the title quite.
Sense of wife.
Scent of Wife. Nobody corrected him on it because he's an artist.
Well,
I just wanna see
and they
Denzel
couldn't use
dressed as
scent of a
Fred
woman
Flintstone.
either, so they had to like.
All right, we got other pitches out there. I like that one.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my pitch for Blue Servant.
Yes.
A very popular film recently was The Shape of Water.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but instead of working in like a government science lab, they work at a hotel and
Yes.
clean rooms. And a new guest checks in, and it's like this blue guy, like one of the blue guys from Avatar, basically.
This is in the Avatar universe.
Yeah, hold on. Where's this hotel?
They're not huge.
A member of the Blue Man Group.
Yeah. Are people surprised by this?
It's
Are blue
like-
people normal?
Like, so let's, we're going to find this out later as we
okay,
flash
okay.
back
All
and
right,
find
fine,
out. But
fine,
like,
fine, fine.
I'll spoil it for you now.
Yeah, sorry.
Avatar happens, right? This is Avatar 2. They've got away all of the people who were like invading their planet.
Yeah.
But now they've made peace with them, and then they've built hotels, and like they
Oh.
don't live out in nature anymore. They have hotels.
Oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
where
Really
everybody
nice.
lives. Yeah, so
Nice.
blue guys living in there.
Yep.
Two of the servants, Denzel and Angelina Jolie,
Yeah.
are like the house cleaners for the blue people's rooms. And kind of like The Shape of Water, they have like a romantic relationship, but instead of being like, like, ooh, we're progressive, it's a man or it's a woman and a fish. This is super progressive because it's a man, a woman, and the
Avatar man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You
so
guys
progressive.
They're called the Na'vi, okay?
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I like how
Thanks,
this movie actually really spits in the face of Avatar 1, where
really does.
they won and they're like, yeah, fuck it, let's build hotels anyway.
They won so bad that now the white people are their slaves.
They also
They call them servants.
Oh,
The
they call
whole
them
thing about
servants.
Avatar was them
servant.
not destroying their planet and building hotels.
But nature itself decided to turn into a hotel.
Oh,
Tree hotels.
Oh, the big
Tree
tree at the
hotels.
center is now a big hotel.
yeah, it just like grew into a hotel.
I like to think of in between this movie or your movie and Avatar 1, all the blue people are sitting around being like, actually, it wasn't that bad of an idea. Like, living outside does suck pretty bad.
It would really help the economy, and we'd get a lot of
we get a
people.
lot of blue people, no
visit.
jobs.
The part in between that we didn't see is that they had a presidential election and they elected a guy who likes to build hotels.
Yeah.
Totally.
And he's got red hair, right?
He's blue, but he has orange hair.
Yeah.
I'm a servant to the blue.
Yeah, so that's mine. It feels pretty
Make
fleshed out.
Avatar great again.
JJ, you know our number.
Yeah.
Just give us a ring.
JJ, you're listening? Ring, ring.
No, James Cameron.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. No shit.
Can we just throw a Titanic in there for good measure?
We all forgot everything about Avatar.
Avatar 2
immediately.
spoilers just now. You're welcome, everyone.
Can you give us another name on there? What's
Do you want
What do you have a-
just read
What's the
them
one
through
with the
real quick.
window?
there is the slave's window.
Okay, yeah.
There's the door of the bridges, star in the ashes, scent of wife, the silvery girlfriend, blue servant.
I had one for the, what is it? What about the window again? I already forgot.
Slave.
Slaves window.
The slave's
window.
window. So the slave's window is okay. The more I thought about this idea, the more kind of fucked up it got. So the slave's window,
All right.
we're in present times, right?
Right.
But
What, in the movie?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
we are also now in present times. In this
We
room.
are currently in present time.
Anyway, Angelina Jolie is some sort of mad scientist, right? Of these times, and she does crazy experiments in which she takes Denzel, right? She gets rid of his memory and locks him into a cell, and then he only has this little window to peer out of. And out of this window, he sees all these really scary things every once in a while. And what's happening is Angelina Jolie is slipping LSD into his food and making him think that he is way back in time, but he's seeing all these crazy things. I guess that doesn't really make sense.
I remember when I took LSD.
Yeah. And then
Went back in time.
it's some sort
Crazy.
of it's some sort of crazy experiment. It's like kind of like Maniac, but not really.
It's got, yeah. It's got these great layers to it, like real political commentary.
Yeah, you don't find out that you're not in present times until, way later, until like act
That's the twist.
3.
I thought we just did a whole thing like we are in present times.
Well, I wanted to give you guys the setting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't really deliver it very well. No,
that's okay, Chase.
Yeah, you shouldn't have started the trailer for that film in present time.
It's present time.
But you don't know that yet. Forget I said that.
Forget everything you knew about
I think I have an idea for Silvery Girlfriend.
I believe it's
Silvery girl.
the silvery
The,
girlfriend.
the Silvery Girlfriend. So first off, Denzel Washington is a what is a centaur? He's a half man, half horse.
Yeah,
But he's sassy.
Yep.
Little silver streak.
Yeah. His tail's silver.
It's like Man on Fire, but Denzel is a centaur.
Yes, because instead of a bow and arrow, he has a machine gun.
Okay.
And he's got a sassy attitude. So he's not taking shit from anybody.
Yeah.
And they're in 1980s New York. Okay. So everybody's coked out of their mind.
Yeah. That's bad New York.
Yeah, bad,
scary
bad
New York.
fucking
Bad,
New York.
scary New
Bad,
York
scary
times.
New York. That's where the horror comes in. Everyone's coked out of their mind. And he's got to help Paul Rudd.
Okay.
I'm adding another
Oh,
actor.
nice. Yeah, why not?
He's got to help Paul Rudd find his long lost girlfriend, Angelina Jolie.
Okay. Paul Rudd just rides around on CGI Denzel Washington.
No.
around New York City.
No. Denzel Washington is real fucking sassy. And every time Paul Rudd asks
like a
to
buddy
ride
cop.
around on him. Yeah.
This is like Rush Hour. But this is
it's
essentially like
Rush
Rush
Hour.
Hour.
Yeah.
But they changed. Oh, never mind.
Where's the horror?
What?
Is there any horror involved?
Yeah, sure at the end. I don't know.
Yeah,
I've got another silvery girlfriend.
Oh.
So
Another one?
another one.
Don't tell Caitlin.
Yeah, I haven't told you guys
that's
about my
bad.
silvery girlfriend.
Hey guys.
We shouldn't be making jokes about that.
Jim, are you saying that
That's
Caitlin's hair is now gray?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on the pod. So Denzel Washington is he's a soldier in the Iraq War in the early 2000s,
Manchurian candidate?
and he is on a secret mission with some other special forces in the hills of Afghanistan. That's not the Iraq War, but he's in Afghanistan.
Wow,
and
Jim.
That's what, yeah.
and he's in Afghanistan, and they come across some ancient ruins in a cave.
Ooh.
And inside is Angelina Jolie.
Right.
The Angelina Jolie?
She's
playing herself?
But well, they find a woman who is Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
but she has some sort of she's got some sort of like weird silvery. She kind of looks really silvery.
Yeah. No, we know what silvery is. You don't
look silvery.
You don't have to explain what silvery means.
Like the Tin Man.
And
we know.
and along the way, Denzel loses the most of his squad. It's just him and Angelina. He's the only one who's able to see her, and he finds her. And she leads him through some fantastical ruins in this cave in Afghanistan. And then he falls in love with her
Right.
and tries to bring her back out with him out of the cave at the end.
Yeah.
But she can't go in the light, and she just disappears when they leave the cave.
Oh, shit.
Silvery girlfriend. Silvery girlfriend.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend. She just lives in a cave in Afghanistan. She can't come out in the sun.
No, she's real.
She's real.
What an amazing fantasy.
What was the
horror.
other one that had the Star in the Ashes or something?
Star in the Ashes.
Okay, so Avengers
Ghost Girl
4, Star in the Ashes.
They're all dead.
Yeah, they're all dead.
That's great.
It's like an hour-long film, and all you do is see that all the ashes just blown away.
It's just a wake in real time.
It's everyone attending.
it's
the
an art
funeral
movie.
of all the Avengers. And then Thanos shows up at the end. He's like, "Oh, they're all dead."
wow.
I love that reaction too.
That's great.
Oh, well, they're all dead.
I have like a half-cracked idea that maybe I could get your guys' help with for.
Oh, we've got
Oh,
you.
well,
We got
I don't know,
you.
Mike. You've heard our pretty fleshed out ideas. I don't know if I don't know if we have time for any half
Did you not listen to Chase's Avatar story?
Yeah.
None of our ideas were made up on the
I thought
spot.
mine was Avatar.
Yeah, his Avatar.
That's how much I've been paying
A lot of
attention.
Avatar going on.
Did you not listen to the thing that I just misquoted?
Okay, the door of the bridges.
I'm glad someone's finally tackling
yeah.
this one.
Yeah, I had a second pitch for this, but maybe we can combine ours while you're going.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure ours are gonna line up.
Perfect.
You are brothers.
You guys are brothers.
I've been waiting for the movie version of this book long enough.
Should we say it at the same time?
Yeah.
Denzel Washington
lives in a big house. He and Angelina are divorced. Metaphorically, their bridge has been burned.
Oh.
There.
I'm not going to continue doing this.
Sorry, listeners.
Sorry for the whole episode.
All right, so
But it's clear that we're on the same page.
Yeah, obviously.
okay, so he lives in a big house. Angelina Jolie and him are divorced.
Yep.
There's a door that he keeps opening up, and he's an architect,
Yeah. Okay.
a bridge architect.
Okay, he designs bridges.
Every time he opens the door, it brings him to another fantastical bridge.
Yeah.
And he goes on these adventures.
Wait,
Did he design these bridges?
fantastic
He
bridges?
just
and where to
Happens to
find
be a
them?
bridge architect.
This is where he gets his ideas, but he doesn't take
Plagiarized in real life.
That's the fantasy.
Wow. Cool.
But wait for the horror.
You just wait. So yada yada yada. At the end of the movie, he opens
World War II.
the door stops working at some point, and then finally he loses all hope. He's divorced. His bridge. He can't come up with any new bridge architect ideas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm feeling it.
And so he goes. He gives up on the door. He goes to bed, and then he wakes up, and the door is open, and he goes and he looks.
Yes.
And it's another bridge. And on the other side of the bridge is
Angelina Jolie. Yeah, I'm feeling it. He's got one more bridge to build.
I got it.
he realizes
That's the tagline on the
bridge-
toaster.
One more
the bridge that he had. He's been building all these physical bridges, but the real bridge that he was destined to build was the one back with his ex-wife, Angelina Jolie.
man.
So is she
Wow.
on like the other side of like a canyon or something?
Is it like a
And he has
metaphor
to
for him dying in his sleep?
build the bridge?
You just got to see the movie.
You just gotta
Or
see-
better yet, read the book.
all that to say is he's wearing really nice shoes.
Yeah, I mean, if you
The whole time.
the whole time.
if you had read the first $4 in the Time Spindle series, this would have made a lot more
You
sense.
would know what we're talking about.
Well, space fans, let us know if you've got any movie pitches. We'll give you one bonus title right here at the end. The bonus title is Darkness in the Secrets.
Please, Kevin, go.
What, I'm supposed to pitch one right now?
No.
Are you just telling me to leave?
You look like you were about to pitch it.
Kevin, get out of here.
This is for audience members to send us their version of Darkness in the Secrets, starring Angelina Jolie and Denzel Washington.
We're looking,
Not to be confused with Secrets of the Darkness.
Yes.
Because that movie already exists.
That's right. So yeah, we're just looking for any pod mail at this point. We literally sent ourselves pod mail this time, guys. We are looking for connection with
Please.
our listeners.
If you're the host of this podcast, don't send any more pod mail.
No more pod mail, please. Anyway, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Go ahead and write a review, share it with a friend, share it with an enemy.
Yep.
Also, thanks to Rebel Scum for our theme song. Look
Thank you,
out
Rebel
for
Scum.
new music from him coming out soon.
Yeah. Soon.
And
We have a website, is that right?
yeah, there's a website if you want to look at our tour dates, see if we're coming to a city near you. pwspacecast.com/nothing.
Unless they want to get to a specific page.
Unless you want to just jump straight to our tour page.
Nothing is spelled NOTHING.
And as always, space fans,
Keep
squirrely.